Hey, hey, Jahil is back. We have so much to talk about in this episode of Star.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
We had to do this song.
Had to go old school.
Yeah, I mean, it got deep.
It really did.
It was like, wow. I don't know how to.
It's pretty deep. Jill was right. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
Jill is Jill is always right.
No, not always.
Pretty much, though.
That's what you want to hear, Jill.
9 times
I just like saying Jill was right. That's all.
Well, welcome AfterBuzzers. We have our newest host. I'm sure you guys are so excited. We no longer are, trio, but we're here.
We're quartet.
Yeah, we're four now. We got it together. My name is Raquell Harris. You can find me on all social media at Raquell Harris TV. And Jill?
Misty Blue having a moment. I'm Jill Munroe. You can follow me everywhere at Stiletto Jill.
I'm Shawna O, your host, Shawna O. You can find me on all social media at Shawna O. I want you to know I'm so excited to be here. I'm a super fan of this show and these ladies. So we got a lot to talk about, honey.
Welcome. And hey everyone, I'm Ivanna. You can follow me on Twitter at Ivanna L. Williams and on Instagram at Ivanna.Williams.
All right, y'all. So we have to jump into it. First off, Jahil is back.
Woo,
back in action.
Back and better than ever.
Okay,
Welcome
but is
back.
he though? Because he's looking a little grungy.
Right.
I mean, he's been on the run for what, like 5 months?
It's kind of cute on him in like a dirty,
you
cute
know,
way.
rough, you know, he a little rusty, a little fuzzy.
Right.
Carlotta likes it.
He's coming in, pulling guns out on his brother. And
I'm
I'm just
get that money.
But we learned that his brother has taken money from him, so he's coming back to get that. And then we meet Evan Ross, who's his nephew. I think that's, I guess I saw the coming, and then I thought like, okay, Paris Jackson, she's in here, and then you have
and then Evan Ross,
I was like,
walk out to the Motown connection.
Yeah.
And then
Michael and Diana.
called Midtown. I was like, okay.
We see the reference.
I see you, Lee Daniels. I see you, Lee Daniels.
Yes. So, and at first, I didn't really understand, like, pretty much Evan Ross said he wants to come out. And do we know his name, the character's name for Evan?
I don't recall.
All I heard was nephew the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't write it down.
Because he wants to come home with Jahil, and so that's kind of where we leave off with that scene, is this just them discussing that he wants to come home.
But what is up with all the nephews trying to be with Uncle Jahil? Is he the best example, people?
He might be the cool uncle, maybe.
He's the cool uncle with, like, mafia problems and stuff.
With
like,
drug issues,
my kid.
and
here's the thing though. Clearly, his dad probably got a little issues either if he, came up on $200,000 from his brher. So
that's
lesser of two evils.
Everybody's got problems,
right?
It's pretty much. So then we jump into the wig room of Miss Carlotta.
I love the wig room.
Okay, because she started giving everybody like the wigology of like when to wear wigs, what wigs to wear with outfits,
the character
and
breakdown of the wigs.
Wigs.
She's giving you, and then she's giving you. I was like,
Wigs are lifestyle people.
There they are.
And then they clip to.
I haven't worn them yet, but
I know I need to get into wigs.
I would like to.
Yeah, because then you can just take it on and off, and you don't have to do the sewing. Because sewing sometimes get annoying to me.
Absolutely. It has to be right, though, y'all. Carlotta's wigs are right. Sometimes they're so wrong that they're right. But I've tried wigs, and it looks like I have on a helmet. So I don't know. Everybody can't pull it off.
They don't look good on my forehead, so I
You gotta find the right one that kind of matches your hairline.
Yeah.
And whatever.
A lace front wig.
We gotta go to Carlotta's shop and get it all.
Okay, because Simone was trying them on.
Yeah.
Did y'all see?
We did.
But no, the conversation starts to jump into, meeting with the label because they haven't been having any, success so far. And then they start talking about how social media, starts talking about how social media kind of dominates your success. I wanted to ask you guys, do you agree with that? Like with likes and how many pictures you post.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
100%.
And even like in the acting world and stuff, and even like for us, for wanting to get into hosting, they always want to know your Instagram. What's your Instagram? What's your Twitter handle? How many follows do you have? What are your impressions? Like who are you bringing in?
What's your influence?
Yeah, and like never mind the fact that you probably went to school for 4 years for it. You're in student loan debt. How many followers do you have?
Right. I mean, I can say I used to work for...
Am I bitter?
No, we're just going to say that you are passionate about it. A couple of things. I used to work for a record label, and it has changed. Now there are 360 deals for artists. The impressions, the impact that you get from social media matters so much more that it's included in your deals.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, we're gonna really quick, if you don't mind, I want to talk to our super fans out there.
Get cracking.
Before we dive totally into Star tonight, we wanted to remind you about all the changes happening here at AfterBuzz.
Oh, yes.
You may have noticed that Star now airs on a brand new YouTube channel, AfterBuzz Dramas, and that's because we're catering the content to match what you guys want and to make it easier for you to find the shows. So, since you're a fan of the show and all the content on the channel, AfterBuzz Drama, make sure you subscribe. It's right up your alley. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us. We have 9 genre channels on YouTube. So if you like reality, there's one for that. If you like comedy, animation, sports, red carpet and events, all of them. You can find them on the original AfterBuzz page. Look to your right. They're right there. And follow them all so you can follow all your shows easier. So,
but most importantly, follow shows that like we're all on.
Like Star,
because I mean
Empire. Anyway,
you know, both.
You see how cute we are?
We are.
Yes. You know. Hey.
Okay. Back on target. Back to the gym.
For sure.
I do have one thing. Somebody in our live chat said his name on the show, nephew, is Angel Rivera. It's on IMDb, so that's his name on the show.
Angel Rivera.
Yeah.
Shout out to you checking that out.
Yeah.
On IMDb. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
You know, good
cute.
looking out.
But is Angel an angel? That's the real question. Because nobody's an angel in this show.
No, okay. We're
going to be saying Angel.
Angel.
Yeah. You know.
But like that.
So we meet Ayanna Floyd again. She's fierce and fabulous. And did y'all? I'm sorry. I just had to laugh at this slow walk that they did. I feel like they took 5 minutes for her to get out of her car and then walk to her office.
That's the bad bitch walk. What are you saying?
I was writing. I wasn't even paying attention.
That was the bad bitch walk. They want you to know she's a boss bitch. She got that stroll. Did they show the red bottoms? Were there red bottoms underneath? I don't know.
I didn't see it.
You know, bloody shoes. I don't know. I just know she's a boss.
I can't.
Was there a hair flip in there somewhere too? Because that's how you know.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know,
a slow-mo hair flip.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, once she gets to the office, the girls are there. Carlotta, they all meet together, and pretty much Ayanna tells her, "You guys need a new look. You need a new image.
Well,
you need to sprouse it up." Well. She even says that Star looks like Rachel Dolezal.
Ooh, I too have experienced.
What, Jill?
I too. No,
sorry.
but for real.
I'm here for the makeover. What about you?
I was too, but then they gave Star the "I only date black men" haircut, so I didn't like that. Like,
I mean, she kind of
an angled bob.
Yeah. It was a little weird. I was here for the wigs, but I just thought they were gonna give them each a different look. Like the bob is like, okay, give one of them a bob. Like keep it on Alex,
and then they all look the same.
Yeah.
So really, but that's the thing about music labels. They do put you in a cookie cutter type of situation where it's like you are no longer an individual, and Star's not having that for any reason.
No.
And Miss Bruce agreed that they needed a new look.
But Miss Bruce is a mess, honey.
You know,
and that Alex was cold. You do need to warm her up a bit.
Yeah.
You know.
But the girls
obviously she's still not comfortable, so that she's gonna be cold.
I think that is just, you know, a wealthy intellect ice queen sort of thing. Like she's probably never going to be really warm. She's probably always going to be a little
a little weird.
Yeah.
Well, the girls they come back to the shop and they start talking about making their own music video, which to me it's like, okay, Star, I understand that you want to get things moving and shaking, but at the same time you have to understand that you are with a label. I don't think she understands all the rules that go along with that, and Carlotta manages you, so stop overstepping your boundaries, you know, like, and Carlotta had said, you know, this isn't really that good of an idea, but she ends up moving forward. Did you think that was a good move for her to make?
Me personally, I mean, I know that Ayanna is beefing with them, but I did for some of the reasons that Star mentioned. One, obviously they weren't a high priority. If you get a viral buzz, you can't ignore that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 10,000 views within a matter of hours is significant.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean? It's on your way. Absolutely. So I understand if Ayanna's like, I have a vision for you guys. I know where I want to take you. I know where you, I feel like where you want to go. That's something else. But she was just kind of like, you guys are going to be on the side. I'm going to let you hang out. No.
I just think Star needs to stop moving so fast when she has ideas. Like, at least plan it out for a little bit. I mean, because I know the episode just moves quickly and it's by itself. But I feel like Star just needs to stop, I don't know, just thinking that she just has all the answers, because I feel like, and like Carlotta said later on in the episode, you are the cause of most of the issues that you have. So, you know.
She's too impulsive.
Right.
Yeah. I wonder what her sign is, because that girl
she got to be a Leo.
Scorpio.
I was thinking of Leo.
I was thinking Aries. Aries like to take charge.
No, we're not impulsive.
Not impulsive, but you take charge.
We take charge. We take charge, but we also have a game plan. Typically, we don't just say, "Oh, I want to do this," and I just don't care how the mess that I make. Like, I feel like
to know what their girl sign.
Yeah, I either think she's a Scorpio or she's.
Well, remember she turned 18 somewhere in the first episode or two last season, so I don't know what month it was. December. Okay, so I'm gonna say she's a Sagittarius. How about that? Maybe with a Sagittarius. Nicki Minaj.
Shawna O.
Oh, you're a Sag?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Nicki Minaj, Britney Spears, Jay-Z.
Yes.
You know.
Okay. Well, let me just say these things.
Tyra Banks.
I will say Carlotta let her know. She read her. And Star was reaching. Anyway, saying, "Oh, Carlotta, you're the problem. You are the problem, Star. I'm sorry, you're the problem, Star.
It's okay."
But what I will say is, I'm sorry. What I will say is though, she's used to dealing with men.
Yeah.
All she ever deals with is men, and she's able to just put them to the side. With Carlotta, it's like, wait, I'm a woman. I'm not turned on by you. I'm taking care of you. And so she cannot handle the fact that she is not first.
Yeah, with Carlotta and Ayanna, she's having trouble with that. Exactly. It does not work on those women.
That's a great point. That's a great point, because she's used to manipulating men.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. And we kind of see a little bit of Simone.
Is it?
Sometimes, yes.
I just don't think it's okay to manipulate anyone. But at the same time, I mean, that's just my, grand rule.
I'm just saying.
I understand there's an art to finessing, and, but I just feel like there are certain boundaries that don't need to be crossed.
I agree with that
within finessing, because then it becomes, I just feel like, treat people the way you want to be treated, but, whatever.
Especially
I agree.
Yeah, not mixing business with pleasure. No.
Yeah.
I think Star thinks of all of it as business.
Yeah, it's never really pleasure. I mean, it may be pleasure for her. She just, separates her emotion from.
I don't think she's having fun. I don't think it's pleasure.
Because I never hear her like, "Oh, I miss it." We're like into it. She's just kind of like, "I'm doing what I got to do. All I got is me." Make the money. Don't let the money make you.
Yeah,
and she's doing both. You see a glimpse though of like that human part where it's like, "What am I doing?" But I got to do it.
She juggles it well, I guess. So we jump into Simone at Juvie in her group home.
Wait, you were going to mention Simone kissing Rachel.
Yes,
I was, but that's a little bit later.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, we will get into that weird, awkward moment. But no, so we'll get there. But we see Simone at her group home, and she's not really speaking that much, and she starts to get bullied by another one of the girls who are there. D. Okay. So while did we see a little bit of her in her group home last time? We did.
We saw D was the one who jacked her for the shoes at the end of the episode last week.
So we were like, you can just take them.
Right.
Yeah, have at it. Whatever you want. You can.
And the way she was chunking them, that was a smart
and
move.
she was a bigger girl, so I mean, I'd be a little nerve-wracked too. And then, people
she had the prison shank too.
Yeah. I mean, just Simone not being in that. All of those things combined. Yeah, all of those things combined with the shank. I would be willing to give her whatever she needed.
Right.
But so one of the girls ends up defending Simone because she's getting picked on by the girl who ended up jacking her, and they get into a fight because the girl, I guess the two girls are friends, and she feels like, you can't defend someone else because you're my homie. You need to have my back at all times. And it just becomes this big, huge cat fight, and then security gets called, and it's just a mess. I'm at this point just afraid for Simone, because I've heard stories of group homes and those foster programs that they have, and I just think I just feel like Simone's been through so much already, with being molested, from being homeless at some point to going in and out of the system. And it's just like, I just hate to see Simone going through this all the time. Was this like at all emotional?
No, it took me back. First of all, I was in foster care, and I dealt with similar, really not as extreme because this is a drama, but I definitely dealt with some of the things that I saw, and I'm just saying, children don't express what they're really feeling. And I think Simone is really clouded by everything. That's why she told Star, like, I cannot do this much longer. Yeah. And she had the strength to hold on, though. Because she had her sister and she had this music and things like that. But what about kids who don't have it? They don't have an outlet.
Well, to your point, I feel like Dee was one of those kids that you think about. And I think that is why she was acting out. We saw a bit where she talked about her mother being a liar about coming to visit her. Yeah. And, I mean, your mother is the one one person that's supposed to love you no matter what, who's supposed to nurture you. And if you're missing that, sometimes it manifests itself in terrible, crazy ways. And we don't know how long she's also been in the system.
Yeah,
so
right.
even though,
which we kind of get that glimpse a little later.
I mean, I feel like even though she was horrible to Simone and a bad person, my heart went out to her in that moment because I felt like I understood where her pain was coming from.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of those kids lose their childhood and just lose themselves being in and out of the system. And I think it's just sad because I feel like we need to make better outlets for them. And I mean, it's nice that they were having kind of like a setup where they could just talk and they could express themselves. But as you could see, they kind of see Simone as like the golden child. Like, oh, well, superstar, like, you know, what's going on with you? You don't have nothing,
because
no problems.
She has people that care about her.
Right, and she has somewhere to go to during the day. Exactly. But at the end, Simone, after the entire fight is over, Simone ends up thanking the girl and letting her know. I think she's going to be a new friend.
I think so.
Well, obviously, yeah, the girl's going to, the one that lived.
They're going to have something to bond over. I mean,
and maybe she's a rapper.
Is that what you're thinking?
Maybe.
Oh gosh.
Is she about to join the group?
No,
that would be a flashing news. Honey.
That would. No, I mean, maybe. I just feel like.
Didn't we? Oh no, I'm sorry. That was Empire where we did the rapper in jail.
Wrong show.
Okay, I'm sorry. crossover. I'm sorry. I just thought about it last season.
It does get confusing.
A lot of stars get, show their talents on these shows, and I feel like Lee Daniels would not be opposed at all if that was. I mean, maybe. I don't know, but I feel like Simone might have a conversation like, oh, I have a girls group that I'm in, and maybe you see her spitting some bars behind bars.
They know that she has a girl group because when they walked in to shank her, they said, "Oh, we saw you, superstar."
Okay,
so
and on what? That's what I'm trying to.
I was the next best friend.
YouTube.
I mean, think about it. They won Atlanta Fest. They're in Atlanta. If you're on YouTube, how many girls never seen on TV, don't know anything about them, but have like 3 million followers on Instagram? Right. We don't know them, but I can pass them in the street, and I'm like.
So do you guys follow somebody like random on Instagram? I do.
There's a bunch of people.
I follow a bunch of random.
It's like fitness people though. I like body goals people.
I follow Instagram models, but that has to do with my way. Well, see, usually they make their way into other things, and so we'll have conversations about them, and some of them just I
followed Cardi B before she was anything.
When she used to be making her videos.
No, I was on her page like every day, whatever she posted.
I followed Maya Scott back when I was in college, and that's the only one I can think of. Otherwise,
I
don't want to see your flat tummy tees.
I'm doing the positivity Instagram and Twitter. We're on the Zen.
I follow yoga people.
That's what I follow.
Okay.
That's what I'm following all of that. So it's like, you are the one. You are enough. I'll be
like motivators.
Right.
And you're like, yes, I am enough.
Okay.
I feel like they're all contrived, but that's another story for another day.
Maybe so.
Anyway.
So we see the final effect of their new hairdos, and then Derek and Alex meet up because she goes to show her boo her new look. And she starts to open up about how she feels like she's ordinary. And her dad has always told her that she's ordinary. And I thought that I don't think we've gotten really that dark with Alex before. And so, I mean, we've seen her mom, know that she's an alcoholic. She was an alcoholic. But how did that make you guys feel? Because I didn't think that it was going to get that deep with Alex.
I figured it was. I mean, eventually, because she's oftentimes felt like she just wasn't enough, or she's trying to find her way, and she's not comfortable where she is now. And she had a hard time with her parents taking her seriously and understanding that she's not a child and she's growing up, and Mom, Dad, this is what I want to do. And they're like, sure.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah,
or they're like, okay, but
you
want to do it alone?
Yeah.
Like, we could help you. We could just get you where you need to go. And
right.
She's like, but how about I work for my own success?
Which is good, because most kids are like, to give me a meal ticket, okay? Like, I don't need...
I think that it can be a catch-22 when you are the child of a celebrity or someone that's so big, just because the way that you might be raised, we learned that Roland was on the road a lot. Rose was an alcoholic, so she spent a lot of time alone. So in addition to that, you're not spending a lot of time with your parents. They are saying things to tear you down or thinking that they're going to build you up to prepare you for the world at times. And I think that for some, living in the shadow of people that are so big sometimes can make it confusing.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, if you think about, not all the time, but there's a lot of, if you think of the list of some celebrities' children that have gotten into alcohol or strange situations that privilege. I mean, even, you think about Drew Barrymore, whose parents and grandparents were famous. She started drinking at 9.
Yeah.
Just, crazy things throughout Hollywood.
And so many kids
children.
do.
Yeah, so.
It's access.
Well, we jump into the video rehearsal.
Ow.
How did we? I liked the music video. I'm not gonna lie.
I did too.
Did everyone across the board like? No.
No, you didn't. I thought that the video. I thought it was very current. I thought it would do. It would connect it to their fans.
And they all had lyrics that catered to them. Like, I don't know. I think it was Stars. She was like, "I'm not some Rachel.
You can't take me nowhere."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "You right, Stars."
I was like, okay.
Truth, girl. Shame the devil.
That was So did you feel it?
I was feeling it. I'm a super like fan. So all their music I'm feeling usually. Maybe there's one that's off, and I'm like, you guys, that wouldn't be. That's good for the show.
That wouldn't be my choice,
you guys.
Right?
Yeah.
You guys. Like, I want to call them and be like, okay, you guys, I didn't approve that one, but.
Yeah, because the video was very like Destiny's Child, Soldier,
My
Sierra.
thing.
Yeah.
I definitely got Sierra vibes from it, but I just didn't care for the outfits. I don't know.
You
I like the instrumentals.
You're allowed that because you be liking the ones where it's like everyone's like that wasn't good, and you're like that was fine.
Sometimes,
Well, we meet I forget Paris Jackson's
Rachel.
character. Rachel comes and she says, she's the media queen, so they need her pub pretty much. But she says, "I'm not going to post it unless you give me a kiss."
Little one.
And we don't know who that is because Star's like, "Oh, girl, I got you. Always ready to get somebody."
I knew. You could see where her eye contact was looking. She wasn't looking at Star. She was like, ratchet.
Okay. And then she points her finger and says, "You," to Simone.
And Simone was like, okay.
Yeah, I thought
Didn't
Simone was going to be
hesitate.
like, I thought Simone, I don't know, maybe she's picking up some stuff from her group home because I'm just thinking to myself.
From her group home.
No, for real. Because I was like,
Star.
she's gotten a lot more lax and she's becoming more in charge of who she is as a woman. And maybe, I don't know what her sexuality is, but maybe this is an open gate to what we find out about her. Not that it matters. But did you guys feel that? Because I felt it was a little inappropriate because she is underage, and I don't think that that's something that should be sexualized on TV. But what did you guys think?
I thought it was a lot of inappropriate because I don't know Rachel's like specific age, but clearly she's like over 18, over 21. Yeah. And Alex is still, or Simone is still like 16 by now. Like it's just so inappropriate. It was just so gross. So
yeah.
And then and then eventually the video gets taken down anyway, so it was for nothing. So I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Well, I personally do not. I think that this stuff really happens in real life, but I just think it was kind of like a filler in the show. Just something that I think that they think the people want to see.
Like taboo, like shock value.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
I think that it's an opening and that we're going to discover that Simone is probably gay. I would not be surprised by that at all, especially considering she's been molested. And it might manifest itself because Simone hasn't had a relationship. She's the only one that hasn't. So I feel like this season that you will see that, and there's a big possibility that it could be a lesbian relationship. I absolutely see that happening.
Wait, with Simone and who? Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know. General, like we're just going to see that.
I just think that this was an opening for that she's going to be exploring her sexuality or her relationship side this season.
I just thought it was weird. Like why? Like maybe it is a filler, but it's just like why do we need to do this?
I hope that doesn't open the gates of her exploring her sexuality more.
Yeah, same.
I don't like that.
But was she just trying to be?
But I think
ruthless?
she's just trying to. I think that too. But I think she's just trying to like figure out like where does she belong, and she's just trying to open up more. But and she's following clearly in Star's footsteps. But Star's, sometimes that's not always the right decision either. So
the interesting thing though is that Simone often looks at Star and says too, she can point out her craziness or her you're doing too much or whatever, but at the same time she's taking those steps. It could be too that she wants to just get out of the group home and get something going. So
I think Simone too,
desperation.
She probably feels like, okay, well if I didn't do this then the
be
video
on me.
Yeah, it's gonna right, exactly. Well, we see Carlotta is at the studio. It looks like she's at the studio, and Miss Bruce gives her a call saying, like, somebody's hair got messed up. She has to come all the way.
They left the perm on too long.
Okay.
Why are you still getting a creamy crack in 2017?
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, well, she that's what she was getting. She got a perm, and she got perm.
She said she left the perm on too long.
But even if you're still getting creamy crack in 2017, why are you burning it?
Okay.
That's like the first thing you learn, right?
She said that I guess the stylist is whack. Maybe she was talking.
And she gave her 6 free visits.
That's a lot.
I was like, and they started talking about
she
like
had a wedding coming up and everything.
On her
charm. I'm like,
she would have to. We'd have to go in the wig room.
Grace.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, get her
No,
good
you
little
got
lace
to
front
fix this.
wig.
You got a wig for me?
No, for
You
real.
gonna hook it up? Instead of
she'll
like,
sue.
look, babe, I would have been like, I'm gonna make you a wig, or I got a wig for you. You're gonna be beautiful, and you can take that thing off and on every time. Plus, I'm gonna give you 2 free visits.
Right.
And you ain't gotta pay nothing
come on,
today.
finesse
Cut
it.
it back.
6 free visits?
6
is
Carlotta,
six.
you are putting yourself out of business, honey.
Okay.
Get
Yeah.
it together.
I mean, would 6 visits
It depends on what she's doing. Is she getting 6
right
weaves?
now.
Like if
Okay.
I only come every 2 months and I'm getting a weave every visit, you know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah.
think about it. If you were getting 6 free visits, wouldn't you get the biggest and best thing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would be like,
'Cause
hook me up
'cause
with
I
a
ain't got no
27
hair,
inch,
so yeah.
please.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. 6. That's like gold.
I'm a milk.
Especially for a black woman.
Right.
That's like whoa.
I want
thanks.
27-inch Brazilian, please.
I want
Yeah.
some texture this week. I want a little, you know what I'm saying?
some
Give me
hair
summer
and slap the
hair.
person next
Or
to
give me
me.
summer
Yeah.
hair.
Something.
Yes.
You know? Hey. So the girls, they tell Carlotta about, because Carlotta comes back and the girls tell her about the music video, and Carlotta is obviously upset. And Star is pretty much trying to defend it by saying, like, look, we need looks, we need clicks, we need someone to see us. But Carlotta explains to her, okay, well, but you have to understand that I'm your manager. You didn't even come to me at all. And I thought that it was wrong. Did you guys feel like, I mean, you said that you really didn't.
It was wrong, but I still understand why she pushed ahead. In this instance, I do think a lot of times Star pushes too much or acts too, out of line. But for this particular thing, I felt like it was okay. You know,
but then it's like, but don't you have rules, like your manager, like, especially with your label? Like, it's one thing.
Well, here's the thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
Here's
ahead.
the thing, though. Think about how many mixtapes get put out. Think about how much free music we consume before the album comes out. That is a build up to the album. Think about how many mixtapes Chris Brown put out for free. I'm just using him because it popped into my mind when he and the label weren't getting along and weren't beefing. And maybe his album didn't sell as much after that, but it kept people interested. It kept them checking. It kept them looking. So
I like that Carlotta mentioned, like, cause Star was like, well, I mean, it doesn't matter, and Carlotta's like, all you care about is getting noticed. Like, that's it. Like, I understand there's no bad publicity, but at the same time, it's just like, sometimes just take it easy, Star. Like, just fill it out, figure it out, but it ends up not working in her favor anyway. So Ivanna, she's having a competition between her artists and her label, and she says whoever wins the competition will get their own album.
Another competition?
Right.
I know.
Another
Is it
show.
gonna be like,
Even within the label.
honey,
I'm
when I
like,
tell you last season they took so long to win Next Best Fest.
they
I
drug
was
that
like,
out. That's what we talked about. They drug that out too long.
So are they gonna do that again to us? I hope not.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
they took the video down. So it's like, I mean, it is, what are we doing at this point? Because, hey. But I don't agree, and Noah was in the office too, and Star just walks in because
what else?
Because who cares? And they have a conversation about, like, I agree with Star. I don't think that you should have your artists going against one another for an album. No. If anything, have
Especially
them
if they're
collab.
all different genres. They have all different looks.
Do they? We don't know what other artists are on the label.
We
But
don't.
more than
I'm saying
likely-
if, like, hypothetically, then why would you do that?
Why not have them go against
I mean,
other
I understand
people?
friendly
Other-
competition, but I mean, no. And then only the winner gets the album. Come
Maybe
on.
go against another label and their artists. And
Yeah.
Sounds
dope.
like money problems.
Oh,
Maybe
absolutely.
Empire.
I'm weak.
Absolutely.
Which is what we find out in the end anyway.
But that's what I immediately thought. One album.
Yeah, exactly.
So now the girls are back to square one. Star is coming home and telling the girls, like, I messed y'all up pretty much. And then she says, I don't feel like Carlotta is the best fit for them to manage.
Ooh, Black Pearls were clutched.
Okay? Because I'm like,
I said, you have the nerve. You are up in this woman's house.
Come
I'm
on.
saying,
Get out of my house
You
then.
live here. And she'd be like, why do I have to go downstairs and do it? Because you're the one with the most attitude, honey. So you need some reprimanding here.
okay?
Yes.
Because you can get out.
Yes.
You can get out. Like,
smooth out.
today.
Girl, bye.
Okay? Period. You were on the internet. You can be back on the internet, is what she's pretty much saying. Right. But Miss Bruce and Carlotta end up having a conversation as well, because Carlotta is pretty much juggling too much. And Miss Bruce says, I'm going to step up and take over the shop while you manage the girls. Like, focus on the girls. I think that'd be good. And I don't think...
Me too. Round of applause for Miss Bruce.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be... I think she'll do a good job. I don't think that's going to be... I don't know.
Even though she just burned somebody, though.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
No, Miss
No, it
Bruce
was a
didn't burn
stylist.
somebody. It was a stylist.
Oh,
and Miss
okay,
Bruce
okay.
said
Was
she
the
was
one that was
going to cut
calling.
the
So
stylist.
if someone get fired, like, would
Yeah.
you immediately get fired? Because if someone burned my hair, I'm sorry.
No, you're fired.
I would fire someone if I had a salon and they burned somebody, because I can't take the liability for
A
that.
lawsuit, yeah, because she was like, this is a customer that will sue us.
Right.
So
I just hope the salon is like just hope that Miss Bruce is able to run the salon well, because at first they didn't really want to do anything about it. It's like, Carlotta, come now. Carlotta's like, you need to handle it. So that's also a way of like Carlotta putting them into more of a manager position, and I hope they can handle it.
But see, I feel like part of the thing is, had she empowered them before she took off on the,
give them the proper training and
yeah,
stuff. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Or just even because it didn't seem like Miss Bruce had the authority or felt that she did to handle the situation. Yeah. So I think that that's also on Carlotta. You got to know when to delegate.
Yep. Great point. Yep. So basically, Carlotta has been holding on so tightly to the ropes that they're like, okay, we need to call her for everything. We don't need to try to do this ourselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I see.
And so we see Alex on the phone, and we don't know who she's talking to, but she's on the phone with some store, and she's a VIP member at that store, which is crazy, because I'm like, okay.
I'm like, is it in the middle of the night and they're opening up?
Personal shoppers do that. Didn't you guys see Floyd Mayweather had some store open in Beverly Hills at midnight for him to shop, and he bought like 15 Birkin bags and so forth. So if Alex makes a habit of dropping money like that, her personal shopper will absolutely stay open. That's their commission. That is continued revenue. Yeah.
Well, she was plotting, scheming too.
Yes.
So, and then we jump to Jahil getting jacked up again in his car. I'm just like, he just can't take a like, when will he ever be at rest?
When I watched it, I said they have a ain't no sunshine.
I can't.
It's not always
not
sad.
Jahil.
It's always Jahil, Simone, the group.
And then Star tells Carlotta she's fired. I was like, and she was like, it's not hard for me. Or she's like, you don't understand how hard it is for me. And Carlotta's like, girl, I've been taking, and she ends up taking care of them again in the end. So I just don't. And she ends up saying, you're not unique. You're selfish, but it's like, duh. Like, I didn't think that was like a cool comeback. Like that she.
I mean,
I was like, okay.
I thought it was a cool comeback because I feel like no one says that to Star. Like, people just kind of coddle her, or they just get an attitude with her and be like, we're not accepting this anymore.
Or they follow in line with her or something.
Or they fall in line, and that's it. So for Carlotta to tell her that was what she needed to hear.
I feel like Star knows she's selfish. She probably like, okay.
Yeah.
I've been on that.
And
okay, next.
Right,
so,
let me barge into the next studio.
Right, okay. Right.
It's one of my positive traits. What do you say?
Right, okay.
Exactly.
And so we jump back to Alex in the store flexing again, and then Jahil arrives at Carlotta's place beat up, and we jump again back to the group home where Simone finds the girl who beat her up hanging. And it gets very
somber.
And there's so many of those stories where girls commit suicide because they're depressed, they're stressed out, they're overwhelmed. And I think I didn't know it was gonna get that deep that fast either. I didn't know she was gonna. I didn't put that into my mind like it would be her. I thought it was the friend that she.
I didn't think it was gonna be the friend. I just because of the whole conversation about her mother and how. When someone was like, your mom don't want to see you anywhere, she don't, whatever they said to her, I was just like, oh. Yeah. I didn't think she was going to
off herself.
Yeah, I thought she would be a character for another couple episodes, but no.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna just continue bullying Simone or whatever. But then at the same time, it made sense, and I just wasn't surprised anymore because she had anger issues, and she definitely needed more therapy, one-on-one therapy and evaluations. And that also speaks to the system because I don't think that they don't care for people on a one-on-one level to really see what's going on with them. And so for her, she already didn't feel like her mom didn't care for her, but then the system is obviously they don't care for her either as a young black girl going through the system. And who cares,
black children in the system always get
so she was hurting
longer.
on the inside, and she was just being such a bully and just so trying to be hard on the outside. But the girl was struggling so bad.
Mental health is so serious.
Important.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's like an invisible illness. Yeah. And it's something that I think that people should really pay attention to, especially with younger people, because that's where you can really start to work on them earlier before it piles on top of you and you have nothing left.
Absolutely. And the brain is so sensitive at those young moments in your life because you're starting to figure out yourself, figure out life, just really know what makes you tick as a person. So I think there needs to be more attention on the youth. For sure.
I'm worried about Simone. I'm sorry, go on.
Oh no, but I'm just saying I think we also need to be more sensitive towards it as well when somebody is saying that they're struggling. Yeah. Don't be like, oh, it's okay, you'll be all right, I'll pray it through. Right. And we also need to equip it starts at a young age, we need to equip young children with the language so that they can say, this is what I'm feeling. I get anxiety when blank. I feel depressed when blank. Yeah. So that we know how to better support them through these things.
Right. For sure. Instead of them saying something general like, I don't feel good, and then you're just like, okay, well, can I help you in a physical way?
Yeah, for sure. Well, in the next few scenes, we jump back to a lot of different things from scene to scene, and then we see Elliot and Cotton together. I don't know where they
did
were.
We already passed mom and dad kissing? I'm sorry.
Mom and dad kissing?
Carlotta and Hi. Okay. I just.
Oh no, not yet. No,
All right,
not
I
yet.
just wanted to make sure that hadn't
trust
happened
me,
yet, 'cause I have commentary about that.
That was, you know,
I wrote it down.
Okay.
As well.
But we see Elliot and Cotton having an exchange, and it might be an exchange of business because she says, "Okay, well, just make sure." She said, "Make sure something."
She said, "This is just business."
This
yeah.
is just
his
business.
hand with a firm shake, which means, baby, this is not sexy. This is not finesse.
Do you think she's
This is-
prostituting again?
No,
I thought it was definitely a rotation type of thing.
I
I feel like she's
No.
doing some type of assistant, like an admin role.
He said be there Monday morning at 9 a.m. That's not a hoe appointment.
You're
That
right.
is, I'm coming to have you work. Because I feel like he feels guilty. You know, he did something with the banks or something. He was some
right,
type
right,
of
right.
business
Investor.
person, something. So I believe she will be working in his office, and then they'll connect back together.
And he always
sure.
wanted her to stop doing what she was doing. So you're right. He wouldn't be
Right.
having her hoeing.
So it's definitely some type of like administration type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see her in that light. She's gonna be so cute dressed up.
Cotton
I know.
beat.
Cotton be beaten.
But we're getting to your part. So, well, one, we find out Jahil and Carlotta staged him getting shot, which is,
Jill was right. Repeat
Yes,
after me.
woman-
Jill was right.
and we go to a flashback and they share a kiss. And I'm like, oh, so you guys are still in love. That's pretty much.
I knew it, but
Really?
And he called her Lottie.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we got nicknames
Nicknames and
now.
stuff, right?
I'm waiting for her
fun,
nickname for him. What is it gonna be? Jah?
No, it's Jahil. Remember, she was the one who started. We were all Jahil at first, and that's the way we were playing it. All of a sudden, she came in with the Spanish pronunciation, you know,
Oh, and it
rolling
made
the
us-
H and all that.
I like Lottie, though. Lottie's cute,
Lottie Dottie.
Lottie.
you know?
So potty.
So we go to the studio where Star kicks into that door, too, and tells the artist, or well, Noah, to get out of the studio, and she's about to pick up a chair to throw into. I'm like, girl, you're not about to really. You're not about.
do it.
Like, okay, girl. Sure, and then you're gonna pay for all this equipment too.
And you're gonna get kicked
Only
off the
break
label.
the things that you can afford to replace.
Okay, because what's his name? Not Trevor. What's the boy? He not around no more to pay your bills.
Oh,
so-
Hunter.
Hunter.
Right,
Trevor
and
Hunter.
neither
he
is
stinks.
Holland, so you are out of luck, baby. And
Okay,
those
Holland.
tantrums are not cute.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's like you
That's
too.
not how you get your way.
You can-
Right, but and everyone ends up leaving her by herself to,
Right.
to be her own producer.
That black woman, she knew what's up. She's like, she's crazy. I'm leaving. I'm
She
going.
said, I ain't got time for this. Y'all pay. That's above my pay grade. Period. But everyone leaves, and then we bounce to Alex again at the shop. And the associate can't find the bracelet that I don't know if she had Alex try it on or not, but she just couldn't find the bracelet. And I'm thinking to myself, well, Alex looking around like, girl, it might be that Chardonnay.
I'm thinking like white lady. Who else would it be? Of course it's her. Like, duh. Girl.
I'm
Only
thinking-
you and her in here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if
I'm
it's
annoyed.
that expensive, aren't there cameras in the shop?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna find that later, but you
But
know,
we didn't
whiz.
say that. We didn't mention that Alex had this plan before. Like
got there,
something,
yeah.
Right.
something is going on in her mind because she's like, "Here, have a drink with me. Aren't you almost off?"
At
The
first,
lady
I thought
looked
she was
like-
flirting.
But she's a VIP member. She comes all the time.
Right.
So she trusts Alex.
But the lady looked like, "What do you mean?" And that's why she said you're almost off. So that was clearly a plot. I think that she's trying. Oh, I'll get that for predictions.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cute. So we see Carlotta with Ayanna at the label, and Carlotta tells Ayanna
With her business wig, the wig that she said was scare a bitch.
Okay.
Remember she said that.
I don't
Didn't she
remember
say
her saying that.
No, she said that.
Get down to business.
Cause Jill be on the wig
I
game.
literally wrote that
Okay.
down though. It said she's sitting down with her business wig, but I did not know she said that.
She
That's
said it would scare
hilarious.
somebody or something. And somebody was like, I'd be scared if somebody came with
I
that
know.
something.
Ayanna don't look like the type of girl that'll get scared by anybody. I mean,
Right.
maybe. She told her she got a bent nose though. I was like, dang.
A bad nose job.
Yeah, she was like, it was a bad nose job. Like, yeah.
Like, she's
Okay.
gonna admit that.
Right, but she tells her to put the girls back into the showcase and then if they make 100,000 views in 5 days, then they'll walk if they don't make it.
Which we know they're gonna do, honey.
Okay.
Are they still called Big Trouble or did they
Yes,
change it?
Yeah.
I want them to
Unfortunately,
change
That's
that
not
name.
gonna work. I saw on Twitter. I
That's not. I don't think so.
didn't I tell y'all not to put this as the name? I went on Twitter and did a poll and I said no to Big Trouble. Did you hear me?
I mean, I get it, but
Well, we got to think of a new name for them. Hopefully, Lee Daniels, check us out because we're gonna give you some suggestions.
Right.
Let's put us in
Live
the
chat,
writers'
let
room.
us know. What should they be called?
Yes, and make it
Please.
as a hashtag so we can hashtag it.
Yay.
Yay, ew. So, Noah and Star meet up, and he ends up saying that he will record her And I'm like, okay, this is cute. And then we start to see the different flashbacks again of everybody's situation. We see Simone dealing with, you know, having to cover up the girls now. She's passed, obviously. And we see Alex out here thieving.
Yeah.
And then it just ends. And that's you know, I'm just thinking to myself, wow, I get that people have klepto issues.
That bracelet was so nice. Sorry, just side note. That bracelet was so
AKA,
nice.
I would have stolen it too.
No, I wouldn't.
You know, she's Miss Crane. You know, you have this. I mean, if you're a VIP, she doesn't expect her to do it because she knows she comes from money. Right. So it's like, I mean,
and
she been drinking.
So you blame yourself first before you blame the customer.
Right.
Because she's been drinking and she knows that.
You don't want to be caught blaming someone who didn't do it,
especially someone right.
Ooh, right, because lawsuit, especially with
lawsuit, loss of business, they gonna fire you. How could you? That's our
and then it could be you profiling them, and it's just so many things that we could touch on.
Because that's the first thing I would do with the bracelet in my pocket. You are profiling me, ma'am.
I do not understand. Are you kidding me? Do you know who my father is?
Do I have to call him?
What are you trying to say?
Fake the numbers?
Are you like serious? Right. Like me? Are you kidding me?
And she will let you walk right out the door.
Yeah. Okay, right.
No,
oh my God!
No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I actually love Tina Turner. Is she related to you? Like, no, but Naomi Campbell. Oh my gosh, I know her cousin. Yeah, but so we get into predictions.
Wait,
for
before
next
we
week.
get into predictions, though, I really want to touch on the fact that I saw Elijah Kelly. And I thought he was the smart assistant, like the smart mouth assistant. Yes. And I really like the way he put her in her place because nobody can put Ivanna in their place so far. Yeah. And he did that.
And then she tried to fire him, and she was like,
He was like, HR loves me.
He was like, that's cute.
I'll see you next time.
When he hit her with that, that's cute.
Right.
Like, oh, no. Oh, you're so cute.
He said, actually, you thought.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I just read Tom Savage, boy 22, you a wild boy. What? You a wild boy.
Wait, who?
What he said right there. It's at the bottom. Anyway.
But yes.
Our voices are so good. Okay.
All the white girl voices are so
good. I mean, thanks so much. Like, it's like so hilarious.
We do this so well from experience.
Okay.
Code switching. Anyway.
All right, but hashtag
it's
code
vital.
switching. Yeah.
To our
in order
careers.
to live. Survival of the fittest. Of the blackest.
Predictions.
Yeah. What's my lights?
AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Spirit fingers.
So we'll go.
I always have spirit fingers.
Start at the end.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Oh no! You don't want to start?
Actually, since you have your prediction already
ready, let's start.
Yes. Okay.
Welcome.
Awesome. Well, I don't have a lot, but I will say I think that this is the beginning of a beautiful blossoming love between our girl Lottie and Jahil. Also, because I think he's like, I owe you my life. If you didn't know what to do, aka if you wasn't a gangster, then I wouldn't have known what to do. So I love that. I'm sad. I think that Simone is probably going to get PTSD from seeing that girl hang herself.
Increased.
It's just another thing.
It's another thing to pile on top of. She already has mental issues. Remember, she went to the mental hospital.
She's smoking again.
And that's not helping her, even though it should be helping her. Should calm her little self down.
Okay, because anxiety.
Yes, and then I think that Elliot and Cotton. I'm sorry, Elliot and Cotton are going to forge a business relationship that's going to be really strong. Partnership.
Elliot and
she was that street smart, so yeah.
Exactly.
I just gotta know what Brother Man does, because
he's some type of businessman. Something. Remember,
I mean, she stole $20,000 from him, so that was laying around on the check.
Just okay.
I mean, if I had $20,000, I need 5 in one account, 2 in another account.
Because that's my semester of student loans.
Oh,
literally.
That sucks. Sally Mae, stop it.
Okay, Wells Fargo, get off my back.
How about you? What's your prediction?
Oh, okay. Already. So, I did notice the whole time that Evan, what's his name again?
Evan Ross.
Alfonso Riviera. His last name's Riviera. Anyway, so he keeps making beats. Yes, Angel. He keeps making beats,
it can't be Alfonso Ribeiro. That's kind of who I thought you were
Riviera. No,
okay.
I'm saying him. No.
Like thinking, what?
I see that he keeps making beats, and he wants to go with Uncle Jahil. So I know that Jahil's eventually gonna try and get him, nephew, in touch with Big Trouble, but at the same time, he's gonna have to keep a low profile, right? Because, like, I don't know, we think he's dead.
He's dead.
So, like, you're dead. So I know that that's going to happen. That's going to be really cool. I'm interested in seeing that. But I also do want to see how Elliot and Cotton's relationship, business relationship, is going to manifest, because that's going to be... But I really want Simone to make it, because she's carrying so much baggage, and I want her to hold on and make it. Like, I want to see how they're going to help her throughout that process of, like, how she's going to take care of herself mentally. Like she's,
Yeah.
you know, she really needs to take care of her mental health. So I want to see that happen.
Yeah. For sure.
So let's see. What predictions
Is she
do I
ready,
have?
Jill?
Is I ready?
Because she gonna guess the entire episode.
And I forgot one, by the way, you guys.
Oh, go ahead. Go
I forgot to say that I think that Alex is stealing that bracelet so that she can pay for some type of an advanced technology type of surgery or something to get Derek walking again, because he is out of it. He's not himself anymore. She needs him to be who he was, the activist, the man, you know? So I think she's going to Europe with it.
Okay.
No, I was thinking about that too.
That's a good.
I definitely was like, wow, okay. No, I mean, that would be dope. I mean, because she doesn't really have her own pocketbook, does she?
Not as
No,
much.
yeah.
No.
So for me, what do I think? I've already said I kind of think Simone's love life will blossom this season, and I do think that it will ultimately be with a woman. I think that Cotton and Elliot start off as business, but I think that their relationship is definitely going to kick back up. I think that Hunter and Star are gonna form an alliance because Hunter obviously has some deep issues. We heard that he beat up a label exec, so he has some anger management.
Noah.
I mean, I'm sorry, yeah, Hunter.
Because I'm like, Hunter's
Hunter's
back?
the
I know,
no,
right?
Noah.
Everybody
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's got anger issues.
Luke James, Hunter, no, Hunter's dad. Noah. All right, let me keep Star's boo straight. Okay, Noah, Holland, Hunter, Noah. I think that they're gonna link up. I think he's gonna
Everybody
produce
in
a song.
Atlanta,
And yeah, I think that they're gonna soothe each other, and that's gonna be the next like couple thing. You're not feeling that?
I'm not. I know. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can.
No,
see
no,
that
no.
they're
I know what you
coming,
mean.
but
I know that you see it,
'cause
but
of
you're not
anger issues.
feeling
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's a part of my prediction too. I think Star and Noah are gonna become a thing, and I think Simone's gonna have a new bestie. I think her new the girl that she's in the group home with, I think that's gonna become her new.
What if that's her girlfriend? Anyway.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
Again,
Look,
Jill,
I don't know.
But how you swoop to the side? What if that's her girlfriend? I mean,
I'm just saying, you know. I don't know.
You put on your smooth jazz voice for
right, the slow jams at night.
Like the last song they sang, a jazz croony song, which Star was singing by herself.
Oh, I wrote it down.
You know,
That's a good point.
She's trying to be solo, y'all.
You think so?
I think so too.
Cause she be I think
We're
so.
gonna do it
Wow.
my group.
She's so
It's not my
self-serving.
group. We're all a group.
Man, I'm telling you, but she's gonna fail, and
I
then
think we kind of predicted that last season too. Like she wants to be by herself.
Yeah.
for sure. Oh, for sure. I think so too. But yeah, I think Carlotta's gonna come back into managing, and I think Simone's gonna have her new bestie, and I think that's gonna help her get over the tumultuous things that have gone on in her life and in the group home. And yeah, I think Carlotta's like, no, you're not getting rid of me that fast. I'm here to manage y'all, and I just saved you again because I got you back in the competition. So get over it, Star. Because Star's the only one that's tripping.
Right, and stop thinking you so much smarter than everybody. Carlotta has lived much longer than you, honey.
Okay, wrong.
Did you see me do the 5 blinks?
Okay.
Star.
Not waiting for you at the door. Okay, and she might go solo, and then Carlotta's gonna be like, all right, I'm managing these two.
Whoa.
Ooh, maybe.
Is it going to be the same without Star though? Because
I
as much as she get on my nerves sometimes, she's a vital part of the group.
I think she is too. No, I think she. I mean, they're
She's
cute.
the spice.
They're cute.
I also think that Caucasian hue helps them to get through some doors
Oh yeah. I mean, of course, that's the
That's
entire
how she's
reason.
able to sleep around.
Yeah.
without being called everything under the sun.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
for sure. I mean, you know, hey.
I haven't seen anyone not,
Slurs.
Yeah,
miss her with that. But anyway.
But we're gonna save that for next week.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Raquell Harris. You can find me on all social media at Raquell Harris TV.
You can follow me everywhere at Stiletto Jill and at 9 o'clock on the Empire After Show, so make sure you're checking us out.
I'm Shawna O. You can find me on all social media at Shawna O. I'm so thankful to have been here. This was the funnest thing ever.
Hey everyone, it's Ivanna. You can follow me on Twitter at Ivanna L. Williams and on Instagram at Ivanna.Williams.
And see you guys next week.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.